welcome to day 9. How amazing does that sound? It's a very grey day today, unfortunately. I feel like most of the mornings start off like this, and sometimes they progress through the greyness and they turn out nice and you get blue skies, but more often than not, when it starts like this, it ends like this. And that's just island weather, unfortunately. When you live on a big island that is one side of one of the world's largest oceans, this is what happens. Breakfast has just arrived. Well, it was sat outside my door, so I have no idea how long it's been there. They usually knock, it wakes you up, but I was up 6:30 or 7, and I've just been reading the news, and I didn't hear a knock, so I just thought it wasn't there. I think I'm going to film the breakfast for you in a moment, and then I'm going to get on with some editing, and I don't know what else I'm going to do today. I might watch some TV later on. I say that, I haven't watched any TV. The only time I've watched TV is when I've been eating my dinner. Not actually watched TV once, not watched a film, not watched anything, which is kind of strange considering how long I've been here. I'm wondering when to start packing because I have so much stuff and I'm just really dreading having to repack everything. I think I may start that today because the thought of having to wait and do it all and rush at the last minute is pretty gross. And I actually dreamt about it last night. I actually had a dream. I was staying in a hotel and we had a train to catch and I had to pack all my stuff and then go to the train station to get the train. But in the dream, I was so slow in packing that I actually didn't get my stuff packed in time. And then the train just didn't happen. We didn't go to the train station in time, and we knowingly got a train later on. The weird thing was, it was like £150, and we just wasted £150 on a train ticket because I didn't get myself organised and pack. But I think it was like an omen for don't leave your packing to the last moment. So I'm going to take heed of that warning. And I'm going to do my packing today and then just leave one bag with all the things I need. And then I can just use that. I think that's the easiest thing to do. So let's check out the breakfast and see what's in the bag. What treats and goodies do we have today? Triple chocolate tulip muffin. Yum. A peach yoghurt. We have a Cornish bacon and cheese turnover. I don't remember having that last week. Did I have that last week? No, it was quiche last week. It was mushroom and cheese broccoli quiche. Oh, that was the quiche that had peppers all over it, remember? That is a very greasy bag. Some corn flakes. I'd love to say yum, but we have our mini pint of milk. A strawberry and banana smoothie, which is my favourite, but I'm not eating them anymore. I'm going to keep them. I'm not going to throw them away because these are good smoothies. They taste amazing. And when you need a bit of sugar, when you've been like running or something, or you're just... Anyway, I'm going to keep them. Last but not least, a banana Fifes. That's the brand. So yeah, there we are, breakfast. I'm going to try this turnover because I didn't actually have this last week. It is so greasy. It actually feels gross. How can a grease-proof bag leak grease? That's how bad it is. I'm seeing... No, I don't want that. This is regular bacon and there's already like a massive bit of fat, flobby fat there. So I'm not eating it. I just can't do that kind of fat, jelly, chewy fat. I've got my cup of tea. He-Man style. Oh my God. Don't get me wrong, I love a cup of coffee to wake me up, but there's nothing like a strong cup of English breakfast tea. Just nothing beats it, I'm sorry. And it's really refreshing as well. And coffee is not refreshing. I keep looking up there because planes are taking off and I'm getting distracted. And it's super bright, it's making my eyes go weird. Does my beard look alright? Because I looked in the mirror just now and I thought, because I've cut it, it's surprisingly neat for a beard that's just woken up. That's good. Anyway, I'm going to eat my breakfast now, get on with some editing and think about the subject of the day for the walk around. I've got a couple in mind. I'll surprise you. I've spotted one of the British Airways Airbus A380s sitting on the tarmac outside of a hangar. It's obviously been brought out for something because it wasn't there yesterday. So it's good to know that they're still around. There was a point where we didn't have any of them parked up in this country, which was a bit worrying. They have since returned, I believe, a couple of them. I read an article the other day actually, which was talking about what's going to happen with the fleets of A380s, and a lot of airlines are going to be retiring them or trying to sell them. I guess they don't really know exactly what's going to happen because they don't know what the demand is going to be after COVID. BA pretty much think that they're going to have a use for theirs. I think they have 12 in the fleet. BA are in quite a unique position because a few of the busiest routes in the world are all between London Heathrow and other cities. Dubai is one of them. I think New York is another one. JFK, I believe. Maybe another couple of routes as well. So they're in a unique position in that they can probably still fill A380s on those routes. There aren't many airlines that can say that really, and Emirates is the other one, perhaps Singapore Airlines as well. Those three airlines really are probably the only airlines that can guarantee that they can reuse their A380s and still make a profit. But nevertheless, I'm really pleased that I can see one here because it's been really sad not seeing the big giants flying around. I know it's better for the environment, but it is the end of an era and the start of a new one. The dawn of the twin jet has arrived. Lunch has arrived, and I'm going to be asking the question, what's in the bag? Friday, Moroccan lentil soup. Yum. Look how fine that is. It's so fine it's blowing away. That's how amazing a Peugeot... That's how amazing a Peugeot... What is it? That's how amazing a Peugeot pepper grinder is. It's lightly spiced, has a really delightful texture. I remember this being good last week. It's not let me down. Our kids' meal, I love a kids' meal, chicken nuggets and chips. And do you know what's really exciting as well? They actually gave me two, and I've already eaten this one. What a pig. I'm probably not going to eat that though. That was the thing. I wasn't ready to film and I wanted to eat my lunch hot, so I just ate that one thinking, I've got a backup, and I've just ruined the secret. I could have just been like,
look at the lovely lunch.
a bread roll to go with the soup. Is it going to be poppy? Yay, it's poppy. A lovely bottle of Hilden. Wish they gave me sparkling every now and again. It's always still. I like sparkling water. I have a thing about fizziness. I find fizziness on my throat refreshing. That's why I like fizzy drinks. It's not because they're sweet. It's just the sparkly... It refreshes your throat. Strong cheese and onion flavour, real crisps. Great. This looks... Oh no, I remember this from last week. I get excited thinking it's Victoria sponge and then it's passion fruit cake. It has the pips in it. An oozy peeler. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my lunch for today. That is what's in the bag. That's all I have to say, really, other than... the sun's come out. I've just taken some really cool photos of planes with my new long lens like this, which I'm very proud of. Quite pleased with how that lens is functioning. Ultra sharp. Autofocus is amazing, even at 400mm. I'm very, very happy with it. And I wasn't really buying it to use it for photography because I'm only on a 12 megapixel A7S III because I'm all about the video, but it's given me really good results. And I probably will at some point in the future buy another Sony camera, maybe a hybrid as a second camera, so when I'm doing shoots I can do multiple shots with the same colour profiles on the Sony system. This is my photography camera at the moment, but unfortunately I can't stick that lens on this camera. Probably are adapters for it. It would be really nice to not have to buy loads of extra glass. Well, I can't. I mean, those photos I took the other day with this were just so gorgeous, and I just love the retroness of this camera. I mean, look how beautiful it is. It's just such a gorgeous camera. It really is. I don't want to give it up. I can't give it up. I'm not giving it up. I'm gonna stay true to my Fuji roots. Alright, I will see you later on for my walk. Good day. I've come outside for a walk. My daily exercise. It's a little bit parky today. I came out with just a hoodie on with no t-shirt underneath, thinking I would be plenty warm. It's a little bit chilly. My watch is saying 14 degrees, but it's quite windy. So I've done my beard, as you can see. It's very nice. Hopefully have the salon look about me today. So today I thought I'd talk to you about animals because why not? They're one of my favourite things. I can smell chips like pub food. Anyone who's not from the UK won't know what I mean by that, but there's like a pub food smell in the UK. It smells like those flat chips, you know, the chips that are thin, like height-wise, and wide. I think they're called steak cut chips, and I just smell that. Anyway, back to my conversation. I wanted to hear from you. What are your favourite animals? Because I've been thinking about this a lot lately because I've been watching quite a lot of nature documentaries on TV. I can't still, even at 40 years old, I can't decide what my favourite animal is. and I realised a while back I just don't have one. I can't honestly say I have one favourite animal. I can't even try and narrow it down to one. So I have a variety of animals that I love, and they're all in completely different groups, not related at all. I love them all for different reasons. I'd say probably my top animals that I love, whales, definitely up there, whales. Always just thought whales were incredible. The sheer size of them, the community nature of them, the way they're just beautiful to watch. How they move in the ocean and what they represent, like freedom and travelling like mass expanses, surviving for long periods of time. They've been around unchanged since the dawn of time. And I just have a lot of respect for whales. I think they're incredible creatures. My favourite whales probably are humpback whales. They do that thing where they twist in the water and they slap them, and you get just amazing displays and stuff with humpback whales. I was watching a documentary and it was all about the Arctic. They had those creatures. They're like giant dolphins with a unicorn horn on the front, and they were swimming through these channels in the ice, navigating their way through, and it was just really incredible watching whales and kind of porpoises and dolphin type creatures. That family, check that out. A350, doesn't that look beautiful in the sky? There's something about the shape of them. They're like dead straight, so you'll notice on an A350 the cabin all the way along is like a ruler straight, and then the front curves very suddenly, and then you have like the shades across the front, and they have the wings that kind of like really curve up like this. A 787, they're kind of more like that, whereas an A350, which is similar, they're more like that. It looks like they're almost like falling. The wings are sort of like up. They're just really beautiful. I love them. They remind me of those caravans, the Silverstream caravans that you get in the US. Very kind of like classic, beautiful shape. Anyway, back to animals. The second group of animals that I love, I would say, is the big cats. I love all of them. I've always loved tigers and thought tigers were incredible. Lions are just really amazing to watch because they're very sociable and interesting patterns of behaviour and stuff like that. Tigers obviously are more solitary, but there's like an air of mystery around the tiger. Just stunning to look at. They have beautiful patterns and markings on them. Leopards I just think are gorgeous as well. I love jaguars. But I think my favourite out of all the big cats is the cheetah. I didn't realise this until I watched a few documentaries all about this guy who has like a cheetah sanctuary. They're like very, very, very sociable out of the big cats. Not that you'd go up to a cheetah in the wild and just have a chat with it or anything like that, but they almost act like dogs. So these cheetahs that this guy has, he's just so close to them, has this amazing bond with them that just is just so deep and has been there for years. And I think they've been following him over these years as well, so it's not just like a one-off thing. I just would love to go and meet a cheetah. Oh my god, my hat nearly came off there. I'm not someone who's like all into, I don't want to like go and touch animals. Like I obviously like farm animals or dogs or something, yes, but I don't want to like go to a wild animal and expect to just like be able to pet it or anything like that, because I have respect for animals, but I do still think that you can have like a bond without having that physical contact. So to be able to hang out with some cheetahs over a long period and slowly build up a relationship with them and almost like a friendship. And I think that is a very cat thing as well, because with dogs it's very much instant, like they either love you or they hate you, and most of the time they love you, whoever you are, kind of unconditional. With cats it's much more of a slow burn relationship. I really love birds as well. Birds of prey I just think are incredible, like eagles, ospreys, hawks. They're all stunning. I could watch birds all the time. I think I'm going to become a bird watcher. I think that's going to be the thing I do as I get older. That's going to become my hobby for sure. And I'm really glad that I bought this new telephoto lens, because now I'm back in the UK and there is actually some greenery. I'm going to be able to film some birds and maybe some other animals and stuff. I really like puffins. I don't know why. I just think puffins are really cute. They've got something really unique about them. I'm not an insect person. I'm not down with insects in any way, shape or form. I don't hate them. The only insects that I really, really hate, and I say hate, that's kind of the wrong word, because I think they're beautiful and incredible, but I just don't want them anywhere near me, and that's spiders. I've got a lot better, but I used to be extremely arachnophobic. Is this guy calling out? No, I've got 3 minutes. I've got 5 minutes left. Hi.
Are you not 325?
No.
Or
No, I've got 5 minutes. I'm organised. I've got my timer running. Don't be trying to cut my time short, mate. But that's enough said about insects. Don't want to talk about them. They're pretty rank, aren't they, really? Let's be honest. The only ones that I think are nice are butterflies. Otters. I think otters are absolutely stunning. I just love all animals. A lot of the British wildlife, when I was younger and I was a kid, I used to think it was boring because it was like not exotic to me. Only as an adult I've kind of really discovered how amazing it is. And when I went to Australia, it was the most incredible place to live. The nature there is just on acid. It's absolutely crazy. And I was living in Gold Coast. I had the beach 1 block from me, and then literally 5 minutes behind me, the rainforest. It was stunning. You had so much nature all around you. Birds over there, completely different. I remember the first night I was there and I'd heard these birds. I was like, what the hell is that? Just the most crazy different sounds. I just loved it. There's one bird. It literally sounds like the Starship Enterprise. It sounds like a spaceship. And I kept hearing it and I was like, what is that? That's so exotic. All the animals there are amazing. We had to organise like a social every month. When it was my turn, I contacted this local animal sanctuary and I organised a night walk, and it was closed in the evening normally. It wasn't open to the public. But for us, they opened it and they gave us this tour at night when it was like pitch black. We met some of the animals. We got to hold the snakes and the lizards and stuff, and they took us around and we got to see all the animals at night with just like the torch and stuff. It was so incredible. Here's some photos from that. My point about Australia is, what was so cool is that it then gave me a new appreciation for what is very British wildlife. And then you come home and you go, do you know what? Yeah, we do have amazing wildlife, and we are really, really lucky, and we need to take better care of our environment and all of the different ecosystems around our countries, wherever we live. And we need to get better at living alongside them, because if we're not careful, there's not going to be much left if we carry on at this rate. Tell me below, what are your favourite animals? It's a good time to talk and get out and talk to you about random things. So tomorrow I'll pick another subject we can talk about, and then we'll go from there. So guys, it's the penultimate dinner time, and I'm going to be asking the question, what's in the bag? A bottle of the Hilden water, Kel Surprise, Radnor, lemon and lime. Very pleasant. Often flavoured things can be really strong. That's not too bad. We have the same beetroot, orange and goat's cheese salad with rocket that we had last week. I'm going to go in now and give it a little taste. That's delicious. With the beetroot as well. The goat's cheese isn't too strong. It's a really nice balance. It's quite a creamy one. The exciting part of the meal is the main event, chicken in black bean sauce, crispy fried chicken breast, tossed in aromatic sauce, served with vegetable fried rice. I'm totally down for that, and I was really clever, asked for extra chopsticks when I had my Chinese the other day, so I have these left over. I just like to use chopsticks with any kind of Asian food. It just feels weird otherwise. That smells really good. I do love egg fried rice, which is weird because I kind of hate egg. Firstly, with some of this rice, and just have a little taste and see what that's like. It's got that really nice fried rice taste. The chicken in black bean sauce, it looks a bit disappointing. It also looks a little bit congealed. I don't know if you can see that. Often the appearance has been misleading with a lot of the food here. Like, it hasn't always looked amazing. That is a good sauce. Not the strongest sauce, but it's very nice. I think, honestly, the beef last week had the edge. Teriyaki beef, I think, wins. Let's try the cake. Last week I didn't eat this cake on camera. I did eat it and it was delicious. Out of all the cakes I tried, it was the best one. That was fairy. I thought that was icing on my fork. It's not, it's actually fairy liquid that I just tasted there. It looks really pretty. Really, really good. You can taste the cinnamon, the spices in there. I think there's cloves in there as well. It tastes sort of really winter spiced, kind of festive kind of flavour. The icing on top is really nice. It's like a cream cheese frosting. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. It's got a nice little scattering of pistachios on the top. I don't know what this is, this kind of brown glaze, but it's really nice. And overall, it has a really lovely texture. And this is much better than the first time I tried it because I had it about 4 days after. Whereas having it fresh, it's so much more juicy and succulent. That's a great word, isn't it? Succulent. Succulent.
Tarquin, that cake, it was very succulent, wasn't it?
Divine. Solid starter. Really good cake. Main course, I feel like that's letting it down a little bit. It's definitely not one of the stronger ones out of the 9 days, whatever it is. I'm gonna say Overall, I'm scoring this meal a 7 out of 10, which I think is fair. I'm going to go and enjoy it now. I'm going to continue editing because I have got a hell of a lot to do. And I'm on day 9 and I'm still editing day 0. So everything's going out so late and I'm apologising that now. Most people won't know because they're not in my life. But for my friends and family who know I've already been here a week, they're going to be like, come on, post your stuff. I want to see what it's like. Daily vlogging is hardcore. And I'm just going to say now, I don't know how those people who have daily vlog channels, I do not know how they do it. They must have nothing else to do in their life. Just doing it for 10 days is definitely long enough. I struggle just to get one video up a week. I don't struggle, I just don't manage it. I'm going to try and sort that out going forward. So thanks for watching today. Stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't, because you really should have by now. And I'll see you tomorrow for the final day of Hotel Quarantine, day 10.